और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है, धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this exciting series of Bharat Franchisee Show. This is our 17th edition, specially curated to ambitious investors on this new year. This year you can start your Naya Saal with Naya business by discovering a carefully selected range of iconic and profitable brands, actively seeking franchisee partners in India with a proven track record of success. These brands are committed to providing extensive support and guidance to empower you in your entrepreneurial journey. In our today's webinar, I'm going to introduce you with some great national and international education brands offering franchisee brands. They are offering you franchisee opportunities in all over India or into this particular state and cities. So before I introduce you with the brand, let me just run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type your question into the into the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions from the Q&A box post our presentations. In today's webinar, we are going to introduce you with 4 education brands, in which 2 brands are our international brand and 2 we do have the national brands. So our today's first brand is Direct English. This is a UK-based English education institute or the center. They are providing education. They are basically focusing in English learning. They already have 20 plus existence into 20 plus countries, and they have already taught or they are still teaching the current scenario as per the current numbers. They have already taught 74,600 students all over the world. We do have Mr. Namit. He's the CEO of Franchise India and handling the entire direct English project in Indian market. Namitji, I would like to welcome you here on this panel, and I would want to request you to please explain us about the opportunities you are providing in Indian market with direct English brand. Over to you, Namitji.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you for the opportunity provided to me. Quickly, I will run through a presentation, which is a small presentation talking about the brand Direct English. So before talking about Direct English as a brand, English is a communication skills which is required nowadays for everybody and anybody. India per se, every 30-35 kilometers, the language changes, the demographic changes. So English is nowadays called as a global language, right? Now, from a direct English perspective, this brand has come from the parent company called Linguaphone Group, which has got a legacy of more than 120 years. They teach approximately 1 lakh plus students annually and already have a presence in more than 20 countries worldwide, where entire Middle East and South Asian countries, they already have huge presence. They follow CEFR, which is Common European Framework of References for teaching students, wherein this you might have heard about level A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1 level. Similarly, they have foundation plus 8 levels of English. As I told to you, some of the network that they already have, you can see the entire countries in Southeast Asia, and Middle East. They already have presence like Israel, Indonesia, Iraq, Kazakhstan, even in Malaysia, Singapore, Malaysia. So all these kind of countries, they already have presence. They also have a product which is called as Direct English Live Interactive, where the native trainers of UK give that online training to the students, and they have started before COVID itself this model, and they have still they taught more than 74,000 students through this Direct English Live Interactive, where the native trainers of UK train the students. So the face behind of this brand is Louis Alexander. He is the content creator and also the founder for this brand. He himself is a Guinness Book of World Record holder. We have sold more than 4.7 million books in a year, which is till date a record. He has been an advisor to University of Cambridge and has been a face behind this Common European Framework of References, which is the complete pedagogy that follows in terms of English language training. In terms of Indian market size, so 40,000 crores is the market size, or $5 billion is the market size in India. And English per se is spoken in more than 94 countries worldwide, and approximately 1.5 billion population speaks English as a primary language. So English has got a huge demand, and as I already briefed you that in India there are regional languages being spoken, but English per se is the main connecting language. And English language training is fragmented into three parts. One is B2C, business to consumer, business to business, and business to government, out of which approximately 80% of the entire business comes from business to consumer, where we are talking about student population from an age group of 11-year-old to even a 40-year-old, because they have levels. In terms of the benefits, so direct English benefits are the first, the entire content and curriculum is on Learning Cloud, which is a two-way interactive platform. It's a video-based lectures, and all those kind of things are available. In every level, there are 27 lessons. Every 3 lessons constitute a unit, and after every unit, there's a test. Plus, before enrollment of a student, there is also a free test which happens on direct English platform to understand the current level of English, and according to the level is suggested. The entire syllabi is cyclical in nature. It means any topic being covered in lesson 1 gets repeated or reproduced in lesson 4 with much more examples. Then the third point is that we do appoint all the certified language trainers which are available and train them as per the pedagogy that we follow. In terms of the methodology that we follow, as I briefed, that we follow CEFR, which is Common European Framework. So as you can see, there are foundation plus 8 levels, where the foundation plus first 3 levels are the basic levels, which talk about the thematic areas of English. Level 4, 5, 6 are intermediate level, which are talking about the interactional level, where 9 grammar areas are covered. And level 7, 8 are the advanced levels of English. So in this, as I told to you, my target segment from grade 6 to even a 40-year-old, because we talk about the basics to advanced level of English, everything is covered, including the students who are going abroad. They go for IELTS, TOEFL, and everything. So those also get covered in this. Plus, we work on all 4 aspects of English, which is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And student also get a co-branded certificate from Direct English in UK. In terms of Indian strategy, so what we have done is we are the master rights for India. So we are divided the entire country into 21 regions. So there's an opportunity for taking any of the regions. As I speak, we have already allotted the regions for Northeast, Delhi NCR, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Kerala. Right. So balanced regions are still available. Plus, anybody who want to take a single franchise unit or a unit franchisee is also an opportunity that anybody can look at. In terms of the market positioning, so what we have done, we have done the survey in terms of 2 major parameters. One is the average hourly rates and as well as the batch size. So we have kept our rates at around 250 rupees per hour. And also we have limited our batch sizes to 15 to 20 students so that everybody gets the keen attention to the entire curriculum. As I told to you, that these are the regions that we have divided, 21 regions. So anybody can take an area developer rights, out of which 5 regions we have already sold off. For any other regions, you can see that for any other businesses, you would see that people talk about the maximum rollout, whereas we have worked on the minimum rollout plan for a particular state or a region. And the area developer need to operate one of their training center, which will act as a regional office. Plus, they need to have that minimum number of rollouts under them. And they get revenue streams from all the training center which come under them. In terms of financial snapshot for a unit franchisee, we are looking at a space of around 1200 to 1500 square feet with an investment of around 15 lakh rupees. And primarily the investment will go into 2 parameters. One is setting up the training center and another is 4 lakhs is the franchise fees. So for an area developer, we are talking about the investment in terms of the area. So I can give you an example. Suppose somebody want to take UP and Uttarakhand, right? So we are talking about one of their own training center and 15 as sub-franchise schools. So 15 into 4 lakhs, 60 lakhs is the total franchise fees that can be collected. So what we are asking is just 40% of that 60 lakhs. That means 24 lakh rupees you pay plus set up a training center and get an area developer rights for entire UP and Uttarakhand. Now, once you take an area developer right, you have 4 parameters of earning a revenue. First, you get, whenever a unit franchisee gets signed, you get 60% of the franchise fees. That is 2.4 lakhs. Out of that, 4 lakhs comes to you. Second, from the student fees, there are two components. One is towards learning cloud, one is towards the tuition fees. So you get a margin of 350 rupees towards learning cloud fees, and you get a royalty share of 3%. We charge 9% royalty on the tuition fees, out of which 3% goes to my area developer. Plus, you are not paying separately any franchise fees for your own training center. And fifth, you get even the benefit of both this learning cloud charges and the royalty on your own training center. So these are some of the benefits of taking an area developer rights. This is what I would like to share, right? For further questions, you can definitely reach out to me, right? And you can write any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much, Namitji. Thanks a lot for sharing so much detail, that too in a limited time duration. So I would like to
Thank
take
you.
up some questions from the Q&A box here. Okay, so Mr. Jayesh is asking, what is the criteria to area developer franchisee?
So an area developer, first and foremost, for an education vertical, everybody will agree that profile of an investor plays a very important role, right? So we also get into the profiling of an investor. Plus, the expectation from an area developer is into three folds. First, to create that network of training centers under them for that particular region allocated. Second, managing or giving the operational support to those unit franchises. Third, in maintaining the quality or the audit of those training centers which are coming under them. So these are the three primary parameters which we look at. Plus, the profile of an investor is very important for taking the area developer rights.
So when we talk about, like we say about profiling, what do you mean by the profiling? Like you want someone from the similar background?
See, basically, education is not everybody's cup of tea, because what we have seen nowadays, people are more inclined towards food and beverages and other kind of businesses. Education requires micromanagement and a person who has got a eye in detail in terms of the market that they follow, right? So for every training center, there is a radius of 3 to 4 kilometers that gets assigned to them, and that person should be aware of which all activities they need to do, which all schools and colleges fall under them, because we have got a huge target segment, and they need to maintain that center as per the guidelines given by the brand. So those things are very critical for them.
Okay, so you mean to say that the background should be from the similar industry when we talk about
That is
area
preferable,
development?
but yes, otherwise the team they should appoint should be from that particular, right, industry.
All right, perfect. Understood. Very well explained.
Yeah.
So we do have
Absolutely, Neha.
Reshma
I would
also.
like to add here some more.
Please.
So basically, for direct English, we are looking for high energy people and plus business acumen.
Yes.
Sure.
Basically who can do the basically student acquisition. Plus, they need to develop partners. So we need basically very high energy people who can
Yes.
just go all out and develop the center as fast as possible.
Yes.
And they will have the full access and support from Franchise India to appoint sub franchisee under them.
Yes.
Right. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashokji. Since Reshma is also joined here on this panel, I would want to request Reshma, if you have any question you want to put up.
No, good.
All right. Okay. So thank you so much, Namitji. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
All the very best for the prospects. And yes, this is a very good brand, and it has a legacy of really good period. It's a
Yes.
London-based brand, and yes, it's expanding like anything in India also, because now they are expanding in India. And one thing I would want to know, the last question which I'll take up is, where are we present in India? How many branches we have?
So
at
as I
present?
told to you that 5 regions we have already sold off. One is Northeast, Delhi NCR, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Kerala. Out of which, in Delhi NCR, Satyaniketan, our first training center is coming up, which is getting inaugurated on 11th of January. My Chennai and another branch, today there was a puja there, 14th we have launched there. And my Hyderabad KPSB phase 3 is already launched, which is in Kukatpalli, right, for Telangana as a region. For Kerala and in Northeast Guwahati, the location have already been identified and the interior work is going on. So we will shortly launch those branches as well.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Wish you all the good luck, and thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us and
Thank you.
sharing this opportunity with the participants who are watching you live here
Yes.
today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So with this, I would like to move forward with my next brand for the day. Our today's second brand is Little Oaks Preschool and Activity Center. They are a Mumbai-based preschool center, and they are not only providing schooling, but they are doing activities to improve a child's mindset as well as the their education along with the studies. So we do have Ms. Ritu Joshi, co-founder at Little School, on this panel today with all of us to explain you more about the brand and the opportunities they are giving in Maharashtra. So I would like to welcome you here on this panel, Ms. Joshi, and I would want to request you to please share with our partners and the participant about the opportunities you are sharing here on this panel today. Over to you, Ritu ji.
Hi, Neha. Thank you so much. So hi everyone. I am the founder of Little Oaks Preschool and Activity Center. We have been running this since the last 14 years. Little Oaks Preschool was established in 2009, and we provide in this year what we have been doing since the last 14 years is we have been understanding the children very well. Children are not the same every year. I'm sure you all have children in your own family, in your own uh, neighborhood environment, where you see that the children's intellectual level change year after year. Specifically, what has changed is drastically. Previously, the change was happening in 4 years. We call it a generation leap. But now, since the COVID times, the change is happening every 6 months. Our vision is to ensure growth and development of every student as a global citizen through the simultaneous realization of academic, physical, cultural, and spiritual aspiration. Our mission is to ensure a student-friendly, stimulating, enriching, and intellectually challenging learning environment for students to train the future generation to face challenging situations, to inculcate them the value of self-discipline and a sense of responsibility. Here, the team that we have in the school is very well equipped to understand the children. The pedagogy is something which is done with a growth mindset, which is the foundation of it. And the society's aim is to provide a very stimulating environment and enriched curriculum, which promotes curiosity, free thinking, articulating, discussing, debating, executing ideas in an environment of respect and pluralism. What we cater to is, so the background I will give of myself, I'm a counselor and therapist. I am a parenting coach. I have been doing life coaching with parents since the last 20 years. My experience in the field of early childhood development has been for the last 22 years. I've worked with various schools in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Pan India, and I have worked as a teacher's trainer Pan India. I have been a school consultant. I have started a lot of schools and worked with them for a year, two, and then they are on their own. So, with this experience in being in this system for the last 23 years, since the last 4 years, the focus has only been Little Oaks, where we have developed a curriculum where we can do it with we can expand ourselves and explore towards more avenues. I have been a very active member of the Early Childhood Association also, and I am a ADHD specialist art therapist. I have been pursuing post-graduation psychotherapy. I have done strategic leadership training workshop training from the IIM Ahmedabad also. What we are doing as a preschool, so there are many preschools in the market, and as the earlier person just said, the direct English host who was representing their brand mentioned that education is not the cup of tea of everyone. Here you require a lot of understanding of children, and we are here dealing with children, very little children. where the parents are going to leave them, their heart and their souls with us, with the institute. So we have a very filtration method when we are going to pick up the franchisee, when we are going to give our franchisees. One thing that is very necessary to understand, that now the criteria for parents is the children, is their children. The first criteria, the first priority for a parent is the child. In our country and in our city, the birth rate of children, the population is very high. The top priority of a parent is the child. The parents are very literate now, where they understand the importance of early childhood. The NEP 2020, that is a National Education Policy 2020, has paid a lot of importance on early childhood development and early childhood education. Current situation in children post-COVID is that the children are born with a lot of developmental delays, ADHD syndrome, a lot of visual stimulative disorder, auditory stimulative disorder. Out of 20 children now, there are 2 children who are dealing with some developmental delays, unlike what used to be pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, we would get 1 child in 100 like this. So it is not okay for a preschool to give one curriculum in the country. That is not going to work. It has to be a tailor-made curriculum now, which is going to a school. It has to be a tailor-made curriculum for the classroom. So this is where we expertise in. The question is how we are doing it. The product that we are offering is a very well-refined, well-filtered product. We have been experimenting this with more than 50 schools so far. The foundation of the product, that is our market thing, is very, very well researched and well designed. We are knowledgeable about the product with the experience of 23 years in this market. And the understanding that we have of children is with a lot of experience. And most importantly, we know how to sell and market the product. So the investors here, present here, you have a question that how do we do this, and is this going to sell, because it is a preschool. Food and beverage is what is in the market right now. Everybody would want to first invest in that. Let me just tell you that this is a very, very lucrative and a very lucrative business. So the market size is increasing year by year. There are so many branded and unbranded preschools coming in the market. If you just walk down your street, even if you're going to walk down 20 or drive down 2 kilometers in your area, you will see small clustered preschool available everywhere. There is increased propensity to spend on quality education now in the market. There is disposable income. There are a lot of nuclear families. Decision makers are the parents and not the grandparents any longer. Both parents are working, and they require a place which is giving them quality and which is understanding their children. Substantial improvement is there in the quality of preschool, and there is ease of entering because the investment is low. Rising urbanization and demand and versus supply gap is also decreasing. The present scenario compared to the earlier scenario and our offering, there is a fragmented curriculum. Our curriculum is integrated. Specialized subjects too, we have learning areas. There is content defined as knowledge, while ours is development of skills and competencies. Centralized curriculum to our diverse regional and local curriculum. Coming to the business point of view, the square feet requirement is 1,000, which changes with area to area and state to state and city to city. The total investment for 3 months advance with 3 months advance rent goes somewhere around 32 to 34 lakhs. This includes the interior cost. Now it depends. We've put it on at a very larger scale. The capex investment is 15.5 lakhs. Franchisee fees is 5 lakhs. Royalty, which we charge from the second year, is 7% per student. Agreement period that we sign in is for 5 years. Capex per plus franchisee free break-even period is 24 to 26 months. Cumulative ROI in 5 years is more than 600%. The areas we are looking at right now are Maharashtra and Gujarat. The idea partnership that we would like to share is with people who have experience and knowledge of education industry, or they will have to take some training, because a person sitting on the main chair needs to know the product very well. Young entrepreneurs and corporate employees wanting to have their own businesses, franchisees should be proactive and take initiative to understand how the system works. We will not want a teacher to know more than the person running this system. Individuals with local market connect and experience handling larger areas. Investors with sufficient financial bandwidth and apt locations. To assist franchisees in all areas, the support functions is we will be there. Site selection will be done by us. The design layouts will be given by us because we have a formulative design. The workforce screening and training will be done by us. IT system is in place. So preschool is about teaching alphabets, numbers, colors, shapes. When you're talking about concepts like domestic, farm. So when you're talking about how do you deliver the topic of cat, every video is systematically there in our IT system. If a child is having an accident in the school, what to do, everything is in the video and the documented form in the system. How do you strategize marketing will be designed by us, and we will be leading you through that. Ongoing operations and quality audits will be done, where we will be lending a helping hand. The training will be done by us, so the staff keeps changing. We will be training each and every teacher which is recruited, because a teacher is the face of the school. Technology upgrades will be done. A developed detailed manual outline, everything documented in each and every aspect will be given. And we will be doing the rigorous support system in operations, including quality reviews, operations audit, and continuous training programs. So, preschool is a place where a child is coming to you, where a parent is leaving the child to you. Every state, every city has a very different kind of scenario. The family system is very different. So the curriculum which can be offered is not possible that you offer a curriculum everywhere. If I'm talking about the Mumbai city, somebody from Bandra is very different and somebody from Ghatkopar is a very different family system. So you cannot give the same curriculum everywhere. So our curriculum is tailor-made, depending upon which area we are giving. We have a system where we have a complete system on the Excel sheets, where when you are going to a teacher will have to put the logs every Friday, and the system will automatically come to a position where they will be giving you solution, and they will provide you with a lot of outcome results on how do you deal with each child. So our system is completely in place, plus we will be available. And so we welcome any question and answers that you have for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Joshi. It was wonderful knowing in detail about the school and the opportunity. We have Mr. Javed. Javed ji, I would want to request you to take up the questions.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you very much for your presentation. That was very elaborate and very informative. So, just I wanted to ask you that teachers training part as well as recruitment. How you can help the franchisee in this regard?
So if it is in Bombay, we will be physically doing it, the recruitment procedure and the training procedure. In Bombay, we will also be giving them internships in our own schools. If it is outside Bombay, the training, one physical training will be given to the school. Recruitment will be done via video calls and via Zoom meetings. But the staff recruitment will be only done under our supervision, because the teacher is the one who runs the show. So we will not be giving these strings or to the franchisee owners, because this is a very filtered process which we undergo. So the teachers training and the recruitment, the training inside the classroom will be done by us.
Do we have as such any pool of teachers with you? So if any teacher to replace, like, for some reason.
See, it is so this field is such, sir, Mr. Javed, where the teachers keep changing. So we can connect you to teachers training institutes where you can tie up. So we will only lead you to tie-ups because there are a lot of teachers training institutes pan India. So we basically tie you up with them, and that is how we. So we cannot from our center. It is not possible because the teachers who uh, enroll themselves as a teacher with the institute will be somewhere living nearby. The vicinity that her residence is quite close by. Traveling is not what a preschool teachers does. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are dealing with so many education brands. This is the
Yeah.
pain point. Many teachers, they leave in a like
they
near the
leave, they
exam or something like that without any reason. And
Yeah.
that is the biggest challenge in the education department. Anyhow, once we have the tie-up with the school, the institutes, definitely we can, the
Yeah.
franchisee can work out
Yes, yes.
with them and get them. Thank you very much, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Javed ji. Thank you. Ashok ji, anything you want to add on?
Yes, Neha. I think it's a very interesting subject, basically the preschool education. So it's basically handling the children. Okay, so Neha, I have like one question here. Okay, so this is all of us, and this is for the audience who is listening us out. Okay, so any guess, like at what age a child start learning?
I think from day one.
So can I?
Excellent. Absolutely. Yes, Aarti.
So the right age to start the early childhood education, it's 1.8. बिकॉज
Excellent.
तब तक बच्चा इतना मतलब लाइक इस तरह से उसकी जो मतलब लाइक बोलेंगे आप उसको कि उसकी परवरिश उसकी जैसे हम लोग उसको जैसा मोल्ड करेंगे वो उसी के हिसाब से मोल्ड हो जाएगा। तो अगर हम स्टार्टिंग से ही उस बच्चे को एक बेटर एजुकेशन, बेटर एथिक्स, हर चीज को एक अच्छे तरीके से उसको समझाएंगे, सिखाएंगे, तो वो उसी के हिसाब से ग्रोन अप करेगा। तो आई थिंक इज द बेस्ट एज इज 1.8 ईयर्स। आई थिंक एवरी पेरेंट्स, जितने भी पेरेंट्स हैं या जो भी हमें सुन रहे हैं या जो भी आप हमारा मैसेज जिस तक जा रहा है, दिस इज द राइट एज टू गेट अ एडमिशन इन प्री स्कूल, दैट इज 1.8 ईयर्स। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Excellent point, Aarti. Just I was coming to that. So I think it's the right age. You can say 1.5 year is the right age basically to
1.6,
start.
according to
giving.
NEP, it is 1.6 right now.
Yeah.
For a child to come to the school independently,
Yeah.
we offer a parent order program also, which starts from 10 months.
Absolutely. So I think that's the unique positioning, and basically to give them right direction, right hand holding, right support, and that gives the better development of the brain child. Like if you look at the brain or child development, so the brain development of a child basically happens from 0 to 8 years. Within the 8 years, up to 8 years, basically it develops 80% of his brain and understanding. So I think that's the right age. So preschool in basically India is overlooked. It was never paid attention. Like people, I don't know, like if you come from the policies background, I think there's how these policies are made, like age going to a school is 6 years or 5 years. So I don't understand that policy, but that initiative. No, but look at nowadays, like the trend for pre-school education is growing up. The market size, I think, one of the slide it was presented, it's saying like $5 billion, but I think actual market size is very high, because if you look at the total education under 12K is $100 billion. So if you're under 12K is $100 billion, that means preschool is definitely more than 10% of the total market size. So that's translate to more than 10 billion market size, and this market is going to triple in the next 5 to 6 years. So that is the pace of this industry. Second thing, if you look at the investment perspective, education is the sector where you don't have any risk on the business. is a low to no risk business category. Once you enroll a child, you start collecting fees from the day one, and students pay you fee in advance for the quarter. Second thing, you look at the resources in India. We have cheaper resources available at a lower cost. So your operating cost is very low in this business. You don't have any additional product cost. So that brings basically higher profitability in the business. So your operating margins are very high in education sector. Look at the people mindset. Population, parents, they pay any price to the for their child education, right? So if you look at the market dynamics, or if you look at the basically the consumer segment, is very good. Right? It has the upside. Now I'm coming to the summarize the proposal that Ms. Ritu has shared with us. So she talked about like 30 to 35 lakh rupees kind of investment. That's not the entire investment. That is the total budget. So my franchisee should have that kind of bandwidth. Right? It doesn't require like 35 lakh rupees to invest in upfront. Right? Your initial investment requirement is only 15 lakh rupees. Correct. Plus 5 lakh rupees of your franchisee fee, 20 lakh rupees. Rest of is your financial bandwidth or capability that you should carry to start this business.
And 15 lakh also is at a larger place, depending, it's just the interior cost.
Yeah.
So absolutely. how neat is the place? It depends upon that, you know. If you have absolutely to do the entire thing, then it is 15. Otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. And second thing now, in terms of break even can be achieved much faster because they have considered very higher rental cost in their financial projections, right? So this kind of concept you can start in the residential areas and where you have a much lower rentals. So your break even can be brought down to around 1 year, or you can say 1.5 year maximum.
12 to 14 months.
Yeah. So business has a high value. So I think it's a right value proposition. And second, I think brand capability and the bandwidth and capacity that and experience and knowledge that Ms. Itu carries. So I think that's a very big plus for the franchisee partners. Yes, Neha, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashok.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashokji. Thank you for the great inputs. And thank you, Ms. Joshi, for joining us and giving so much information about the brand and the franchisee opportunities which you are providing with your brand to the people and to the participants also. So thanks a lot for joining us. So since we have limited time slots available for today, I would request Aarti to brief about her brand. They are also into Play School. Their brand name is KOK International Play School. It's a Delhi NCR based play school brand, and they do have 9+ years of experience into the same industry. They are doing their play schools from past 9 years, and they are doing preschooling, daycare, and activity hub along with the schooling. So I would request Aarti to quickly just run through all our participants about the brand and the opportunities. Over to you, Aarti.
Yeah. Hello all. Good evening all. Just give me a sec.
Aarti, you're on mute. Okay, seems.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yes. Just give me a second, ma'am. Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. Aarti this side from KOK, and we're running a KOK since last 9 years. Recently, we completed a 9 years, and our school is like we successfully run 2 branches over here in Indrapuram. One is in Ahinsakan and that one is second one is in Nitikan. Our our school ma'am, just give me a second. Our school, yes, ma'am. A founder, meet our the school founder. She is a Nirmala Singla. She is a naturopathist and she is a child counselor. And our honor is Aditi Singla. She is a ITN and I am the center head of this school. And our program is we provide the best learning child early child education to every child. Like some like our honor Aditi, she's facing some early childhood educations issues, so that's why she start our brand that is KOK. एंड शी वॉन्ट्स कि लाइक हर बच्चे को एक ऐसी एजुकेशन मिले जिसमें आगे चल के उसको फॉर द फॉर्मल स्कूल में व्हेन ही गेट द एडमिशन इन फॉर्मल स्कूल ही नेवर फेस एनी प्रॉब्लम. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी स्टार्ट अवर स्कूल. वी ट्राइंग टू गिव अवर बेस्ट. लाइक हर बच्चे के अंदर अपना एक अलग सा पोटेंशियल होता है. वी जस्ट स्पार्क दिस एंड लाइमलाइट की बच्चा उस चीज को लेके आगे कैसे उस चीज को कवर अप करता है. लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द पेरेंट्स का फोकस होता है कि अपने बच्चों को सिर्फ पढ़ाएं, लेकिन हमारा फोकस है कि बच्चे को हर उस चीज में आगे प्रमोट करें जहां उसका एक्चुअल पोटेंशियल है. एंड वी जस्ट फाइंड आउट द पोटेंशियल ऑफ एवरी चाइल्ड एंड वी प्रमोट ऑन दैट फील्ड. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी स्टार्ट अ स्कूल. मतलब मेन मोटिव हमारा ये है कि वी जस्ट प्रोवाइड द बच्चे को अपना पोटेंशियल प्रोवाइड होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि एवरीवन विल बी अ ITN. नो, इफ अगर ऐसा ही होता तो कोई सचिन तेंदुलकर और विराट कोहली नहीं होता. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर हेयर. हम अपने बच्चों के अंदर का जो भी फियर होता है समहाउ why we start मतलब लाइक अभी सर ने मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछा था व्हाट इज द एज ऑफ टू गेट द करेक्ट एज टू गेट द एडमिशन. आई थिंक इट्स 1 पॉइंट. वी जस्ट राइट हियर 1.5. तो सर लाइक बच्चे के अंदर अगर आप हमारा जो अभी एजुकेशन सेक्टर है, लाइक जो अभी हमारा जो यूथ वो जो चल रहा है, तो दैट इज वेरी एडवांस. तो लाइक बच्चा जो है वो बॉर्न होते ही दे आर वेरी स्मार्ट कंपैरिजन टू द अस. तो दैट्स व्हाई हम लोग बच्चे का जो पोटेंशियल है वो अभी अर्ली स्टेज में ही उसको स्पार्क करते हैं. लाइक बच्चे को सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट बनाते हैं, फन लर्निंग सिखाते हैं. वी आर नॉट फोकसिंग कि आप उसको पढ़ो पढ़ो और सिर्फ पढ़ो. हम बच्चे को हर फील्ड में एक्सप्लोर करते हैं वेयर एवर. लाइक आपका सम स्टूडेंट्स आर वेरी गुड इन डांसिंग, सम आर वेरी गुड इन ड्राइंग्स. और इनकी जो ये पोटेंशियल पावर्स है ना, ये सर इनिशियली वी जज. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर हियर to make our leaders for the tomorrow. And this is our programs. We run a little lamb. We the other session is curious cubs, blooming bear, exploring area to new according to the new NEP guidelines. We just having a 2 kgs there. There is one lower kg and one we have a upper kg. And this is our post school programs. Like we run a daycare, dance academy, tuitions academy, Indian abacus, Vedic abacus, and all. And this is our propositions. Expert counseling and consultancy, educaments, preschooling setups and curriculums. We provide a holistic curriculum, sir, and empowering the teacher communities. And this is the reason to be a partner. Like premium education and kit, like we have a मतलब like हमारी जो भी एजुकेशन किट है, स्कूल की जो किट है, वो कोई किसी पब्लिश या कोई भी ऐसे बने बनाए नहीं है. हमारे जितने भी टीचर्स हैं उनका खुद से ही अकॉर्डिंग टू द चाइल्ड बच्चों का अपने आप हम लोगों का वी हैव मतलब लाइक हमारा अपना ही एक स्कूलिंग का बुक्स है. वी हैव ओन पब्लिकेशंस. हमारी अपने ही टीचर्स के द्वारा बनाए गए सारे बुक्स होते हैं, सारे स्टूडेंट किट्स होते हैं. वी डोंट हैव एनी आउटर पब्लिकेशन सर. and in-house lab and technologies, efficient managed by the high professional team, end-to-end partner support, and dynamic and adaptive environment. And this is our parents' feedback. We have, like, if we have 50 students of strength, it's just an idea. So like 45 parents are very satisfied with us. And this is our few parents ideas, parent supports. And this is our franchisee flow. This is our rules and responsibilities. What type of responsibilities we follow? Unit of franchisee would be charge of the opportunity and for furnishings of preschool in the city, execute the curriculum and the other related service at the level of standard by brand. They would be charge of developing franchisee in the area and be the point of contact for customers. Needed to undergo mandatory training from the brand before starting operations. Franchisee should also have the local marketing and the BD activity periodically. Um, this is our support brand, preschooling and the post-schooling of plans, site selection, preschool setup, equipment sourcing, curriculum setup, staff training, relations and the vendors, payment options and the tax supports. And this is our financial snapshot. The area we require, 2000 square feet and 3000 square feet. We have two plans there. One is 12 lakhs and the second 3 square feet is 17 lakhs. Franchisee fees is 2 lakhs and average ROI is 100%. Royalty of brand is 8%, and the break even is 15 to 17, and agreement term in year it's 5 years. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Aarti. Thanks a lot. Guys, since we have a limited time duration, I would like to skip the questions for the brand. If you have any query, you can get in touch with us for one-to-one discussion. You can stop sharing the screen, Aarti, for now. Thank you so much. So with this, I would like to move forward to our next brand, which is Singapore's famous education brand, which is there in the market for the very first time with a legacy of 2 decades. And they have already won multiple awards into the Singapore and worldwide market. And now they are there in the Indian market with an ROI surety within 6 to 7 months. We do have Mr. Rajat, which he's heading the entire Red School House franchisee in Indian market. I would like to welcome you, Mr. Rajat. And I would want to request you to please share the business opportunity with this Singaporean based brand, which is coming up in the Indian market for the very first time with business opportunities for our investors. Over to you, Rajatji.
Yeah, hi, thank you. Hi, Franchise India. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you to all the participants who have been listening patiently from the last 45 to 50 minutes. Thank you once again. Last but not the least, I'll not take much of your time. Let me do a quick presentation in next 10 minutes of time, and I'm open for any Q&A. So Red School House, it's a multi award winning preschool. They have experience of almost 2 decades, 20 years, and the top 3 USPs of Red School House is they focus or they follow a very smaller teacher to children ratio. It means that each children can be dealt with a very special care. Second, they have an in-house curriculum based on SPICE approach. When I say SPICE approach, it means social, physical, intellectual, creativity, and emotional. Third, the program aims to raise children who are happy, positive, and confident. They also encourage parents to be actively involved in their child's development. So these are 3 unique USPs of this brand. I hope everyone is able to view my screen when I'm changing the screens. They have a philosophy of settling the heart and defining your child. Mission is very clear. In last 20 years, they have been very, very successful at Singapore market, but now they are open for both master franchise as well as area developer, both for unit as well as area developers in India. Inside classroom, they adopt a very unique thing. They believe that children learn best when through plays, because it also teaches life skills to all the kids. When I say life skill, it helps in developing communication, creativity, and problem solving skills. They also use interactive whiteboard for any activity, lessons, or games. Outside the classroom, they definitely do monthly field trips, gardening, baking, cooking, charity projects, and they've also collaborated with National Library for books. These are few pictures of the setup classroom, outdoor, and enrichment room. Red School House has a presence in Singapore, 3 locations, China, Vietnam, and they are very aggressive to open first franchise in India. And we have already developed 20 locations that for area developers. Miss Rachel Go is the founder and CEO of Red School House. These are few partners and awards. Every second year, every alternate year, Red School House is been receiving awards from the premier associations. Now, let me share quick facts of education industry. The growth of industry before COVID, it was 5.3%. After COVID, it is almost 14.4%. It's a staggering number. In 2025, our education industry will grow up to 225 billion. Number of students currently in India are 26 crores, and these particular number will go up to 30 crores in 2030. Let me come to India market size. We have 1.5 million schools. We have 250 million student base. Major share of this education industry are with preschools. India's private schooling system is the 3rd largest school in this world. In 16 states, over 50% of students attend private schools. Even with 70,000 plus preschools in India, market still remains very underpenetrated. Every metro has around 1,000 private preschools. When it comes to fee structure, most schools in tier 1 cities have an entry fees ranging from 25,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees. In most tier schools in tier 1, tier 2, the annual fees ranges from 60,000 rupees to 1.5 lakh. The tuition fee for primary school ranges from 1.25 lakh to 1.75 lakh. As my colleague Ashok already informed, that 80% of child's development happens before 8 years of the age. So preschool is the right age for child's development. This is a brief about education spend, and this will give you an idea on both on the demand side as well as supply side. This is a brand positioning. We are in this Red School House. The typical requirement, the area carpet requirement is 2,000 square feet, and almost 21 lakh or 20 lakh rupee is the total investment size. Vis-a-vis, you can also view that we have given a comparison from standard preschool, branded preschool, premium to preschools, and an international brand of Red School House. The average setup cost of a standard preschool ranges from 4 to 5, branded 8 to 15, and premium preschool from 20 to 25. But at Red School House, we only have average setup cost to 12.5 lakh rupee. The average batch strength generally ranges from 18 to 20 in all 3 standard, branded, and premium. But at Red School House, we are, as they have a USP of smaller teacher to children ratio, we are only keeping it for 15 to 20. The average break even of all 3 segments generally ranges from 18 to 20 months. But at Red School House, it is only 15 to 20, 14 to 15 months. The capacity utilization is from 50 to 80%. Vis-a-vis, if we do a comparison from standard to branded and premium, it ranges from 60% to 70%. And franchise fees of all branded, premium, standard, and ranges from minimum to 2 lakh rupee to 5 lakh rupee. But at Schoolhouse, we have at 7.5 lakh rupee. The best part of this Red Schoolhouse is tuition fees only 5,000 rupees. Our idea is to give international education, quality education at a very, very affordable price. 5,000 rupees for an international Singapore education, which is rated as #1 in this world. It is very, very economical, very, very affordable. Our royalty is 10% as compared to other brands in the market. It generally ranges or it generally is 15%. We have slightly kept a high percentage of rent as well as HR activity because we want to give it the best for the setup. Our marketing cost is slightly at a lower percentage because we will be doing the national marketing, domestic as well as the international marketing. We have a huge digital marketing setup, and every investor or every master franchise or unit franchise can generate revenues generally from 3 streams. One is tuition fee, second is registration fee, third is kit fee. Let me go to the go-to-market strategy. This is GTM strategy. We will be developing the excellence center of 3,000 square feet. 2,000 square feet will be indoor and 1,000 will be out. For area master franchisee, he or she has to develop or build 19 units over the period of time with a typical requirement of carpet size of 2,000 square feet. When it comes to the program and fees, generally play group is divided into 4 batches: play group, nursery, junior KG, and senior KG. You have a registration fee, one-time fees of 15,000 rupees plus a kit charges of 15,000 rupees. And we expect 16 kids, 16 children in each batch, so close to 56 children will be associated or will be there in the year 1. We have ourselves have given a 50% reduction of 56 children to 28 children for daycare programs. We also believe that for our camps and evening activities, only 12 children and 6 children respectively will be joining these camps and evening activities. So if you look towards the year 1 revenue, it is close to 72 lakhs and it goes up to as high as 2.26 crores from year 1 to year 5 respectively. This is a unit. This is a basic details for a unit franchise. That again a carpet requirement of 2,000 square feet and total projection cost is 21 lakh, and student enrollment is 56 first year and for second year we are keeping it slightly higher because these students will also be promoted to next class. And total revenue after taking out every cost. In year 1, the total revenue can be earned will be close to 10 lakh rupee. It is exact on a number to number perspective. It is 9,70,000 and it goes as high as close to 75-76 lakhs in year 5. The ROI of first year is 45%, and if you check the payback period, it is close to 14 months and 15 months straight away. I would also like to invite Ashok, if I've missed anything or if you want to add, certainly.
Yeah, thank you, Rajat. I think this is a very wonderful opportunity for the franchisee partners. So I think instead of numbers, I would like to discuss some of the facts or geopolitical realignments of this world. Especially after World War II, if you look at the whole Asian market, Singapore was the first one as a developed city. Still, it is the most advanced city in the world. It has the top quality education, right? Second country, you look at Japan. It was destroyed completely. Again, they are the developed country. Look at South Korea. They are the developed nation. How? Just from learning. So their learning programs, their teaching programs are much more sophisticated and advanced than us. And why India is lacking? Due to skill, quality education, right? So I think India need quality education, India need skill development, and I think Franchise India and Envision, I think, is doing a fantastic job bringing these international franchise opportunities to India. This doesn't just only help franchisee partners to make some profit. It is overall development of the nation. If you are teaching right quality education, so individuals will be developed, your nations will be developed. So if you count India as a nation, this is individual contribution that makes any country a nation, right? And that foundation of individual roots starts from early childhood development. So if we give them international standards, if we give them international quality education, definitely kids are going to achieve much more going forward. The kind of investment opportunity that Envision is introducing today for Red School House, it's international education business, and at the lowest price. Today, you look at Indian markets, premium institutes, they charge fee like 20,000-30,000 rupees per month, and you are bringing that quality education at 5,000 rupees per month kind of rate. So that can help individuals, that will help middle class, lower middle class, anyone can afford that education. Your investment is hardly 21 lakh rupees. That's not much. If you look at the franchisee fee, so that's 8.85 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee. So if you take out the franchisee fee, your 10 to 13 lakh rupees kind of investment to just to develop the center or school, right? So that's a very low investment category. If somebody already have some existing infrastructure, they can optimize that setup investment cost, right? Now, as far as franchisee fee concerns, because franchisee fees is slightly higher because it takes efforts to provide you that assistance so you can deliver quality education to the kids. So that initial support is very high, and plus the study material and the curriculum and programs and activities will be provided from Red School House. So that incurs the entire cost. Plus, Red School House will be supporting our franchisee partners doing their international level marketing and national level marketing. Now, at looking at these numbers, we are talking about the student enrollment. 56 students in the first year, I think, is a very conservative number. If you have the good positioning, you can enroll basically not more than you can double of these kind of students you can enroll in the first year itself. So this business has a very higher upside. In terms of royalty, so 10% royalty is the lowest as compared to your standard schools or branded schools or other international chains. They charges more royalty. Okay? So the objective is basically promote entrepreneurs in India, promote quality education in India. right? And make our franchisee partners successful, make our franchisee partners profitable. So that is the objective of Envision, to introduce international brands in India and bring benefit to the society, to the nation, and to everyone. We can move to the next slide, please. Yeah, of course, now we are looking for the area master franchisee partners. So the obligation, or you can say responsibility, of my area master franchisee partner, they have to set up one school on their own, and then they need to sub-franchise minimum 19 schools, right? And whole country, if you look at the geographic allocation of the India has like 28 states and 8 territories, and that is divided into more than 740 districts. So if you look at the potential of the schools, if you set up one school in every district, it has the potential to develop 740 schools minimum. And that is not even going to service even 1 million students. We are talking about targeting 20 area developers. Each has the responsibility, minimum rollout of 20, right? That gives us only 400 schools. Now we are coming to the investments. So investment for my area developer is 15 lakh rupees that he has to invest in his own school, right? Plus he has to pay initial advance fee to take the license for area. So that license fee is 40 lakh rupees. It's advance fee. Sorry, my mistake. This advance fee is 25 lakh rupees. So 15 lakh rupees your investment in the school, plus 25 lakh rupees is your investment in the securing master franchisee license for your territory, right? So your total investment is 40 lakh rupees. If you start a school, you will get, like, you will end up investing more than like 20 lakh rupees just to start your own business. Here you become a master franchisee partner of an international brand at an investment of 40 lakh rupees. Right? Here again, Envision is supporting these area developers to start their center, and Envision will directly invest 2.5 lakh rupees kind of support to the area developer. So that is the direct support that from Envision will be provided to the area developers. Plus, Envision and Franchise India will help these area masters or area developers to develop the network of some franchise units. Right? And then whatever the royalty that we are collecting, it's a 10%. So we will have the equal share of these royalties. Okay. If you look at the total revenues, the total revenue for area developer is more than 1.3 crores in the first year, and it goes up to 6.2 crores in the year 5. If you look at total expenses for the area developer is 1 crore in the first year and goes up to 3 crores in the 5th year. So his return on investment, so 40 lakh rupees he will recover in 15 months. And you look at the cumulative returns, my area developer will make 2,400 times, means 24 times of his investment. So it's simply his returns. Any partner can calculate this 40 lakh rupees multiplied by 24. So that is the return my area developer is going to achieve in the next 5 years. Next slide, please. Yes, Rajat, please continue. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ashok. So these are the ideal partner profile. In my earlier colleagues, Namit has also informed that profiling is very, very important. So we are looking for real estate developers. We are looking for women entrepreneurs with good financial and education background. We are looking forward for retired professors, teachers, professionals with financial background, and they have ability to devote time. So, and the ideal partner will be that who already has some connection with education. These are the key support will be given or provided from Red School House. Red School House will provide 6 months on-site support to new business partners. Red School House will also support from the selection of right location to setting up the schools, including staff and student requirement. And if anyone wants to ask some question, we are available. It's a very
Please carry on.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
Rajat. Now you can stop screen share. I think. Okay. Yeah. So I think we are looking for high energy people, good entrepreneurs, and we want to promote entrepreneurs. So we are looking for the partners who can devote their time, right? And second thing, basically, this is a very good opportunity. Basically, the loss of many preschool owners or entrepreneurs, they lost their business during COVID. So this is a very good time for them basically to revive this business, and they can basically associate with Red School House, and they can start their business again. This business is also suitable for like husband, wife, family, so they can basically run the entire business, and they can earn for themselves as well, you know. So instead of appointing, they can take some responsibility. They can take the responsibility of a principal, or you can say like of a counselor or a business development. So that's basically they are employing themselves in the business. So, and this saves the cost on HR. So they can make basically more profit from these activities. And the Red School House, it has like multiple activities. It has education programs, plus they have daycare facilities, plus they have special camps, they do workshops. So all of these activities are going to be very beneficial for the students as well as for the parents, right? And I think international opportunities, I think if you look at the total investment size, 20 lakh rupees, 21 lakh rupees, I think it's a very low investment business, and it has a very high returns. Yes, Neha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ashokji. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Rajat. So I could see that Rajatji has already answered the questions which were there into the chat, into the Q&A box. So I think we have covered the questions we've been asked. Javiji, anything you want to ask here, you can ask.
No, it's fine. He had explained everything in
Yes, it has been explained very well with Rajat, and then Ashokji has also
Ashok has-
covered so many things altogether. So I think we have covered so much, and I think we could able to deliver the maximum information about the brand to people. Guys, I have shared the contact number of Mr. Rajat into the chat window so that you can directly reach out to him for any query, any communication. His number is 9990534031. You can reach out to him for more information related to Red School House. I have shared the WhatsApp community link also to provide you a daily update over the business opportunities. You can click on the link and you can get yourself registered. Tomorrow we are going to cover beauty and wellness industry into our Bharat Franchisee show. You can again click on that registration link and you can join for that. You can register yourself for the same. Ashokji, anything you want to say? Because I think you're raising hand.
Yes. One
Please.
more last message that I want
Sure.
to communicate, basically Franchise India and Envision. Our vision is to promote 1,000 entrepreneurs in India. So this is the opportunity, and this is the right time for my audience and for the franchisee partners to join hands with Envision and Franchise India and complete that vision to have 1,000 entrepreneurs successfully running their business.
Indeed. Very well said. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I know it is not easy to give your time, that too in the evening. So thank you so much for your patience. It's not easy for everyone to stay back for a good 1 hour or 1.5 hour to a webinar. But yes, again, it shows your patience as well as the interest towards the industry. And education is industry which doesn't interest everyone. But yes, to those who, this industry gives interest, gives the response also. So thank you so much for your time and your patience. Thank you all the panelists again for sharing the details so patiently and in a very lovely way. And same for the participant. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely evening ahead.